Okay, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Wiles, right? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope everything's well and blessed. Feels good to be back. I'm playing NBA 2K26 and I'm having a really good time. The grind is going to be a very long, but I hope I hit Legend by the end of the year. It's something I really want to do and hopefully I accomplish it. So I feel like I made the best center build for solo rec or just all around because there's all kinds of best center builds, but it all depends on how you play and who you're playing with and everything like that. I feel like I made a well-rounded build for any kind of scenario, friends, solo, random squad, whatever, right? And it's very similar to what I was playing last year. It's just a little bit taller, 1 inch taller, and 1 inch, 2 inches longer. Because in NBA 2K26, everybody can shoot, and if you're taller, typically you can shoot over a lot of people who've gone with smaller builds or anything like that. So that's why I kind of went 7-1. I didn't want to go 7-4. That's too small, too slow. Sorry, 7 foot fast, but I feel like I can get a. It's much more of an advantage if I just go 1 inch taller and 2 inches under reach. And this is my preference, right? Like I just templated it from other people and from what I did before and what I've been seeing and playing from the game, right? So I went 7 7 foot 1, 245, 7'5" on the wingspan. Then starting off with the finishing, 81 close shot that kind of just goes up by itself, and with a lot of cap breakers, you can get paint prodigy to 84, right? Whether it be +2 or +3 or whatever it gives you, I don't quite remember, but regardless, you need at least 3 cap breakers to get there, which would be useful, but it's there. 76 driving dunk. I wanted to make sure I had this up because of the Wembenyama dunk package. It's pretty good. I think it's quite literally the best because he's 7'4" doing that stuff. So if you can get his animations at a shorter height, then that's even better. 90 standing dunk is kind of like a mandatory to have with all center builds because you get all kinds of contact dunk animations. And in this game, inside has been buffed. So you make somebody jump in the paint, you're getting a contact dunk on them, or you're getting your standing dunk, right? But that all also depends on positioning, everything like that. So this is a stretch. Okay, you have to have shooting on your center build. You don't have to, but if you really want to win easier games because everyone's dunking in this game, you might as well be a stretch because one of two things will happen. Either their center won't be in the paint, so it gives them a free lane, or if he drops off of you, you get a free shot provided you get past you. So it's better just to be a stretch. And besides, I like to shoot threes are worth more than twos, so that's why I put all my shooting attributes up 84, 82. I just maxed it up because it's not going to get any higher than that. It's kind of cheap. Free throw is just this high because I play in the rec a lot and maybe I get a free point because not a lot of people have their free throw high. So that's why that's that high. But I wanted to make sure that I got Deadeye and Set Shot Limitless. Set Shot Limitless, I might max +2 to get that to Hall of Fame. That'd be really useful. Deadeye, I might max +1. I really wanted Limitless range, but I didn't want to go too short on the wingspan because then it makes it harder to get rebounds, which we will answer that as we get there. Moving on to playmaking, this stuff doesn't really matter unless you're on some trolling kind of stuff, right? Uh, but pass accuracy is kind of mandatory for a center. 87 minimum because not Hall of Fame Gold Break Starter is really good. If you do it immediately, you know exactly what button to press. As soon as you get that rebound, it launches it, and typically they will get a good catch and they'll be able to shoot or dunk the ball. It's a free assist, free points for your team. So have that minimum. If you want to go up to maybe 93 to get Hall of Fame break starter, that's even better because then you'll also have Dimer on Hall of Fame too. So that'll really be good and helpful for your teammates. I like to do that because it helps my teammates out. I'm not selfish, and we end up winning the game most of the time too. You know, everyone can shoot, so having gold dimer on top of that is it makes things so much easier for them, right? Going on to defense. Okay, defense is I really want to have high defense this year because everyone, like I said, everyone's dunking, right? So I wanted to make sure if I'm in the paint, if I'm positioned right, I can stop them from dunking. They either miss the dunk, especially if they're trying to posterize me with the stick dunk, or I'll block the shot, right? So I went 82 to make sure I have paint patrol on silver and post lockdown on silver. Post lockdown, in case I happen to run into the 0.1% of post scorers, paint patroller just because it needs to be somewhere that high. If I need to upgrade it, I might, but I think this is a decent threshold because so far things have been going well. I've blocked a lot of shots, I've stopped a lot of dunks, right? So I think this is really good. Perimeter defense and steal. This is just like for lateral quickness and just in case I'm on the perimeter, just to kind of get a better contest. It also helps with the movable forcer, right? So if someone tries to blow by me, maybe for that one moment, I can stop them for 1 second with the immovable forcer and then maybe drop back or do something. But having this at 62 is really good. Same. It also allows you to get off-ball pest. So having that up is kind of useful, especially since you're a center. It's cheap, and that's why I got it. Steel, just got it at 60 for that bronze interceptor because as long as I'm in the lane, it's coming right towards me. If someone doesn't have that high of a pass act, like a 93, a lot of times I can get a steal. You run back on defense, or you just play in the lane, you time it right, you'll get that steal. 84 block. Plain and simple, people love dunking. I like to contest shots in the paint as much as I can. And since paint's been buffed, I need to make sure I am well equipped with the right attributes to make sure I get good contests and to maybe block some shots or two. Moving on to rebounding. Okay, so my rebounding, I put it at a 94, much like last year. This is the only thing where I personally think it's up to you what you want to do. I went with offensive rebounding because I play a lot of random rec solo, so I know I can get away with having more offensive rebound than defensive because there's two things. One, a lot of times when you play random rec, people are gonna miss. So you set a screen for them and they get open, you can just run to the paint and grab a rebound, right? And having it 94 is really, really high, which is good. It allows me to get Hall of Fame box out beast and gold rebound chaser, which will get up to Hall of Fame when I finish the rebounding specialization. And then once it hits 96, probably have other cap riggers to get it to 99. I want 99 offensive rebounding because that'll also help with my defensive rebounding. And since strength isn't tied to this stuff, it's going to help a lot. I have 82 defensive rebounding because I have to have defensive rebounding up. First of all, it comes with it. Second of all, you need defensive rebounds or else you're never gonna get the ball back, right? So I have it at 82. But if you want, because you are a stretch, and if you want to just do your job on defense and then go sit in the corner as a stretch center, you can switch this around, right? Because you're gonna be in the paint most of the time for rebounds, and then you can make sure you get those defensive rebounds a lot more consistently. Because there's a lot of like small forwards, power forwards that have higher defensive rebounding than me, and that's perfectly fine. But because I'm 7'1" and they're usually like 6'7", 6'8", that seems to be the meta now. I can still grab rebounds over them because I'm so tall. So that's why I figured I can get away with it as well. So you decide on what you want to do. You can flip flop these, keep it like how it is, but it all depends on what you need for yourself, what you prefer, and what your situation is. Like I said, a lot of the people I play with, a lot of the randoms, they miss a lot of shots, they do foolishness. So getting 94 offensive rebound just kind of helps negate that. Then I can get the rebound, kick it out to somebody who's open in the corner for a three, and move on about my day. Physicals, I just maxed everything out. Just maxed everything out. Here's the thing though. I had to choose whether to sacrifice 80 vertical for high flying denier and other things. I think was it 3-pointer or something like that? I forget. But I had to sacrifice something in order to get 91 strength and some other attributes. So I don't have high flyer denier on goal, but again, we're getting a lot of +2, +3, no, +1, +2 max plus ones, right? For your badges. So if I really wanted to, which I haven't been struggling as of yet, I can up this to Hall of Fame as well too, right? So I figured minus one is fine to have, and I don't think no, I can't max plus one physicals, but like I said, I just sacrificed that one to get other attributes and everything like that up, and that's essentially if 91 strength because gold brick wall I feel like is a minimum on centers. It'll help your guards or anybody else get open, and they can drive to the paint. You can pop. So having that on gold is very helpful. And then on top of that, it helps with, you know, other centers trying to post you up or immovable force. Like immovable force here helps with that as well too. So all those things is kind of very useful when it comes to being a center. So you're not getting boxed out so quickly. You're not getting pushed around like it's nothing. So I feel like this is the minimum to have and not go any higher than that. You don't, if you really don't want to have it, you don't have to. You just kind of have to play a little bit different because if you run into someone strong, someone stronger than you, you're going to have a hard time. You are, trust me. I've had a low strength center build before and it wasn't a fun time. I've also ran into a center who had 99 offensive rebounding and like 90 something defensive rebounding. It was a struggle for me to get a rebound. I had to really make sure I had position. So the things you lack in, you have to make up for with your stick and ball knowledge. But if you do that, the way you make this build or any other build you want, you'll make it work, right? You make it work. I've seen some crazy builds that people have made, and they make it work because they adjust to their surroundings and let people know, like, hey, I can't do this. Can you cover up for our weaknesses, right? So because every center can shoot now and nobody can guard anybody, almost, just make sure you let people know, like, hey, he's gonna drive to the paint. I go down to the paint, stop it, we rotate, and then we stop their center from shooting a three. So this is the build I went with. I'm having fun so far, especially with this standing dunk. Like I'm dunking on everybody. I got a good jump shot, so I'm hitting my shots, and this might be my only center build for the year, to be honest with you, especially for random rec. I am looking forward to making my point guard, and when I do, I'll be sure to make a video on that as well. So I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.